Ba 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 bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Waiting for the audio to kick in. Good evening, everybody. This is stream number 13, part 2. Alright, let me quickly load my model. Just a sec. And we shall continue where we left last time. So this is part 2, take 1. I'm hoping no technical issues, nothing of that nature will impede our pursuit of dinosaur scales. Alright, so we stopped at a funky place called uniform scales that look like they don't look like nothing. They look pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not happy with how this looks, so I'm going to try and load my other model and see what's cooking there. Sorry, had to chug a little water. It's hot. Alright, better now. Okay. So I'm quite happy how this soft tissue turned out. Scar tissue, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I like how it turned out. It looks pretty natural, and I want to feel like this about this. Like I want to have something good, something like that here. And I don't want to spam, more of this here. I'd like to, change the philosophy on the lateral side of the beak. So, so yeah. And I tried a couple of things during the first part of the stream, and yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like what I ended up with. I had these, I had this, and this doesn't look like much. It's just, I don't feel very, I don't feel very happy and satisfied and whatever with these scales, because they look so. I'm trying to find a word. They don't look like much. So yeah. Okay, let me see. I need to think. Let me stop and think for a while. Why am I whispering? There's nobody here. All right. Oops. I'm sorry. I had to switch my chair a little bit closer. Yeah, that's what I said. A little bit closer. So, hopefully during the part 2 of our stream, we'll be able to produce details for this part of our thing, and that'd be great if we manage to figure out how we go about this. And yeah, so it's Friday. It's not Friday the 13th, or is it? It's Friday the 10th, and I'm having a stream number 13 on Friday the 10th. Is that is that a bad omen, or what happens now? Does it count? Like Friday the 10th, stream 13. I'm all alone. People are, usually at Fridays, people are chilling, summer, it's summer, people are going out, music festivals, all kinds of events and gatherings and stuff like that. So yeah, people are going around and having some fun and some drinks and something, and I'm here alone doing the stream 13 on my own. I'm beginning to feel a little anxious. Dinosaurs. So I'm doing this, ZBrush like a sombrero does, and having fun on my own. Yeah. Maybe this is a good point for me to maybe talk to future self, to talk to me, to talk to myself in I don't know, 10 years, hopefully. I'll stick around for that long. So what do you say, buddy? How are things? Did the life treat you well? Yeah. You can say I'm ignorant and I have no clue what things are, how the things are what things are going to happen and what's going to happen and whatever. But yeah, that's weird. No, I don't want to talk to future self. It weirds me out. Maybe if I could try to talk to, past self, like, me from 10 years before. Well, that would sound scripted because in the hindsight, I know how everything panned out. So it would be easy to give yourself advice, for your past self because you know shit. Rated Bridgerton. I'm sorry for some hard language. You'll have to excuse me. All right. Let's try and get this thing rolling. Let's get a stride down and rolling. Boom. So, what do I do regarding these scales of mine? Oh boy. So what do I do regarding this? What do I do regarding this? Let me just quickly load a couple of reference images. Alright, so this isn't supposed to be here. Alright. Oh, come on. A little bit more water. Sorry. Oh, come on. Damn. Come on. So, alright. Alright. So I'm trying to figure out So during the previous part of the stream and a couple other streams, I was talking about palette, and so now I'm not sure if whether palette is like only the upper inner part of the mouth, or does it also regard the lower part? The thing I was talking about is do not over sculpt your palette. Palettes are mostly smooth, and there aren't no like bumps, too many bumps, and too many displacement going on the plate. So this is one sweet example of how your palette can look and still be interesting and realistic and whatnot. So keep your palette smooth, bros. So I was just looking for some references, and yeah, trying to find a good reference for this this guy here that we're working on. Come on, dude. I cannot seem to find something decent, so just slowly start doing some work, and we'll see. Alright, let me take my brush. This doesn't look too good. No. So we need to reduce the lazy step, because if it's too big, you start to see dots when you draw your stroke, and we need line. We do not need dotted line. Oh, hey dude. Hey man, master audio recorder. Welcome back, dude. Alright, so to answer to your question, like, is there a reason why the customer wanted Therizinosaurus and Dinocairus? There is, and the reason being, the book is titled Tyrannosaurus Rex: The World of Super Predator, The World of Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is the title of the book, and it is about Tyrannosaurus Rex and everything about him, and all the potential animals that Tyrannosaurus coexisted with and might have have encounters in terms of hunter prey and that type of thing. So yeah, so chapters, I'm not sure the numbers, but you know, Dinocaurus and Therizinosaurus are in these chapters, and the writer is, you know, depicting scenes where Dinocaurus and Therizinosaurus are being attacked. I think in this case it's not Tyrannosaurus, but Tarbosaurus batar. So yeah, that's the main reason. These are animals that coexisted and were potentially, you know, were like hunted by, you know, these large theropods. So that's why I have to make you know, all these herbivores as well, and create illustrations that you know, show various like hunting strategies, and you know, situations where you know, they are being attacked by Tyrannosaurus or Tarbosaurus batar. And there is a, I've shared on my Facebook page and my DeviantArt page. I shared a quick mashup of 4 illustrations, like only sections of illustrations. They are not complete illustrations that I already like before that I made for this book, and yeah, so that's it. Yeah, I noticed you weren't around, and so Alan, DVZ TV new guy, he also chipped in and helped me with the audio, because I had another instance of not having audio for a couple minutes, and wasn't realizing that. So yeah, guys, I need to like rely on you, and you need to like help me overcome all these technical issues. So what have you been doing these days? Yeah, I agree. I mean, they are not like much in terms of, as you put it, body shape, and they do not look as threatening, maybe, as you know, some of these theropods. But again, you know, if you look at these huge claws of Therizinosaurus, and the fact that it had, like, you know, 2.5 meters, or maybe in some instances maybe 3 meters long forelimbs with these huge claws, you know, this sort of can become intimidating in some aspects. So, and I would like die out of sheer excitement or whatever to see for real, like, you know, to somehow be able to go to the past and see some of these clashes between, you know, these animals. That would be, I seriously think that I would like experience some sort of heart failure, or something would happen. I'm pretty positive. I'm not sure if my heart or my brain could, you know, could have like go through all this stuff. Yeah, yeah. I had some streams like earlier, uh, because I also had some things, so I had to change a little bit, you know, the sketch, and I'm still experimenting with the streaming and timing and everything. So it's, but you know, regardless, the thing is hitting the YouTube eventually, so all cool. except in the case where I forget to, reconnect my mic or make sure my mic is operational. So yeah, yeah. If non-avian dinosaurs uh, never went extinct. Um, yeah, I was discussing this thing with my father this morning. Actually, I was explaining him some things, and and I was literally talking about that, like the scenario where what if, like what would have been like if dinosaurs haven't extinct, and somehow we managed to still evolve to a stage that we are at right now. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would have looked. Oh, great, man. That sounds pretty cool. Scientific Illustrator and biomedical, I'm sorry, communication. Pretty cool. I sort of have like a feeling what this would like encapsulate, or I'm not sure what the word is. So I sort of, have a concept of what you would be working. Uh, yeah, that would be a pretty freaking good base, for, especially in things like dinosaurs and stuff like that. Having like deeper understanding of how some things work. So yeah, I'm having a little bit of issues with trying to like detail out this particular area. Um, all right, practice make perfect. You know what they say. So just keep practicing, and eventually you'll get better at it. So Yeah, these things happen, and you just have to sort of find the right balance. Try to find it if you can, and yeah, sometimes it's not easy. So you know, uh, I remember when I was working at the TV company, and like I wanted to sort of when I realized I want to switch career and I want to the I want to do the thing that I wanted to do it in the first place. Um, so I remember, sometimes coming from work, 8 hours or 9 hours a day work in the TV company, I would come home and eat something, and how I felt is like I felt, I want to lay down in bed and just fall asleep. And but I didn't do that. I was like, I turned on my computer and started ZBrushing, working 3ds Max, Photoshop, whatever, creating models, practicing and stuff like that. And sometimes it felt like it was so exhausting at certain points. But if you want to do it, if you want to make something stick, you have to sweat your ass a little bit, if I can say it like that. Yeah, yeah. Well, and you're like solely committed on 2D illustrations and digital painting. You haven't considered like 3D, like ZBrush and stuff like that. No. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, ZBrush, like ZBrush for maybe scientific bio biomedicine type of work. Um, I think it'll be a good combination. Yeah. Well, to master ZBrush, you you need to be able to maybe produce something every like week. Turn up with something, some model, some sketch, something, anything. And if you would be able to maintain this type of commitment to ZBrush, I think you'd be able to, master ZBrush in, I'm not sure, maybe a month, or no, maybe a little bit more, 2 months, 3 months. But basically, ZBrush isn't that difficult, software. It's like it comes down more like to your understanding of volume and mass and shapes and forms, stuff like that. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, definitely. Um, yeah, that's the way the things are, going. So, if you are able to put in time, you'll, end up with results, and that's how it is with everything, basically. This is like it is with my models, each model that I do, the more time I put in, the more, thinking, the more uh, experimenting, and starting over and things like that, the better it turns out. So it's just the way, the nature works and everything works. Warhammer as in video game? I think it's like some sort of RPG or something like that, or MMO PRG or something like that. If we're thinking of the same thing. Yeah, in that case, I haven't heard about it. All right. So, do you have some sort of link where I can check it out? Or let me just check it out real quick. Hmm. All right. So this does seem like it is. It sort of belongs to the same franchise as the video game Warhammer, but this is, as you said, like a tabletop game. Just based on the banners and the art that I've seen on this page that you sent me. Yeah, all right. So I'm not sure, what came first, the egg or the chicken, but it is. It seems as it's connected in some way. So just all I'm saying. So again, I'm trying something similar to what I've done before, and I didn't like it. This time I'm doing it with a little bit more like precision and a little bit of like more care to what I'm doing. I'm not trying to do it like fast and sketchy. It's like sketch type of thing, but again, I sort of I'm self-taught. Most of what I know, especially digitally, all self-taught. So, and actually, even before I was studying art, and basically when I was studying the arts, the you know I learned like substantially about history of art and stuff like that. This is what I learned during my studying days, but the practical parts I knew most of the things because of my background. Like I enjoy looking at making of documentaries of movies and stuff like that, and basically I spend all my money that my parents gave me when I was in high school and stuff like that, to buy myself. Whenever I would go to school, early morning, they would give me some money to buy, sandwiches and stuff like that, food, and I saved this money, and I was constantly buying myself materials, like clay and plaster and things like that, and I was making casts and making sculptures out of clay and that type of thing. So like I learned a lot by myself, watching these guys do it on over TV, or I would record some of these shows like on video cassette, and then I would watch it over and over again. Yeah, so this is the way I learn most of my stuff. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, when you do it by yourself, it's a little bit slower most of the times than, when you're on a paid course or something, where there's a system and, you get that knowledge a lot faster. So this is the only sort of advantage that I can think of. Like, it's the speed at which you gain new knowledge. But if you're passionate about it, if you're interested, that speed basically isn't big a deal. So isn't that big isn't that big of a deal at all. So yeah, that's what I did. I was like, I spent most of my days and whatever I had money, to just do that, like model, sculpt, draw, paint. I at one point I bought an airbrush, and I did a lot of airbrush paintings, and so yeah. I'm using vacuum Cintiq. I think it's 12-inch. But it's a little bit beaten up by now, so I'm sort of looking at upgrading, and hopefully over the course of year or sooner I'll be able to get myself new, probably vacuum again, and probably Cintiq, though I'm sort of aiming at 22-inch HD version, but I'll see. Oh, that's awesome. Yep. sip of water, sorry. struggling right now, you know, with this part to make it work. I'm simply trying to move away from regular scale work. I'm trying to do something different, so you know, as to avoid having, you know, all my dinosaurs for this book having, you know, the same type of scales and the same concept applied to them. I'm trying to, you know, deviate a little bit with this one, and you know, but still, like, you know, keep it to look good, like, and sensible and plausible in some way. And these things are not easy always. It's not the easiest, you know, things to try and make something new, look fresh, and, you know, maybe original, and still make it to look, you know, good from the perspective of, you know, a dinosaur, and making some sense. Okay, man. do some work on the center of the model without the symmetry enabled if I like these scales in the end. For the time being, just trying to make it work. me just duplicate this eye. So we have two devilish eyes. Klatu barata niktu. Klatu barata nikto. Alright, so these scales sort of blossomed into something that I sort of don't have problems with. Although I still need to do some tweaking on it, but I'll do the same thing for the lower jaw and for the mandible, and I'll see, and then I'll work on both in terms of getting it tweaking it a little bit more so it works. Let's do this as well. I'll apply the same method I did for this above. Yeah, okay, so I'm just looking at the model right now, and by the end of tomorrow I'll need to decide whether I'm taking it the, sort of scaly, bumpy way, or but I definitely need to reduce this effect. I started it, but then I paused and wanted to get this mandible done as well in this fashion, and then I would I'm sorry, hit the mic accidentally. So I want to minimize this effect for both maxilla and mandible, and yeah, basically right now I need to, I mean, not right now, but I'll really need to think hard and decide whether I want to take it, the smooth way or sort of cleaner way. Add a couple of creases and maybe add some type of skin texture that's not scales, but something. Maybe add skin scales around the eye. I'm not sure. I'll just have to work this out. This is a test fur made with fiber mesh that I'm just using, just sort of to get a feeling of how the model would look when the fur is there. This doesn't necessarily mean the fur will look identical in terms of fur topology and direction and shape of these crests, and so yeah, I might lost some time struggling with the choices and the details for the head, but I think it's a good thing for me and for anyone that decides to check out these videos, because it'll be a good overview of how you start your model and how you sometimes end up in a loop, and how you struggle sometimes with creative decisions and things of that nature. So model making and visualizing, conceptualizing things is not easy, and it's not like smooth sailing all the time. Sometimes you have trouble in getting it to look and work the way you want, and so I think this stream series will be good in that sense that it'll show you all the sides of modeling and digital sculpting. So unlike maybe some of those webinars or sort of prepared I don't know, sculpting seminars where the mentor has all the chapters and all the segments are like pre-made or whatever, and you don't get to see some of these people struggle. You just see chapters and segments, and everything is being done around the clock, and in reality it's a little bit different. So it's a good thing to be able to see to sort of see when an artist ends up in a loop and has trouble, and it's good to see what type of troubles are bothering the sculptor, and ultimately it's good to see how this individual manages to, you know, defeat these foes, and, you know, manages to get across, you know, all these obstacles, and get to the finished look. So in that sense, I think the stream series will be pretty good as well. And but I'm also hoping we won't be struggling for too long, because I sort of don't have time for these, you know, indefinite loops. And but I'm feeling it's you know, taking shape, and so it's either turning, you know, to the point where I'll just, you know, have to choose one direction, which is good. So, you know, I have two options. It's like it's not like I'm you know, faced with multiple options, and, you know, do not know which way to take. So now, you know, I set myself up with, you know, two possible scenarios, and I'll just have to, you know, make a move, and you know, pick one up. Anyways, I'd like to conclude this stream 13 part 2. Tomorrow I'll have stream 14. It'll probably be later in the day, and I'm looking forward to, you know, get back to this guy, Therizinosaurus, and I'm looking forward to, you know, finishing the head details. So with that being said, thanks for, you know, joining, and hope to see you again, you guys, and stay safe. Cheers.